the USA. Right now, states determine how much of the parts and manufacturing should take place in the U.S. to warrant a Made in the USA label. William Lajeunesse has more. He is in Ontario, California. William.
Well, John, current law is supposed to protect U.S. workers, but it may be actually hurting them. Here's why. Everything you see in this flashlight is made right here in L.A., from the rolled aluminum to the finished product, until the company started going from an incandescent to an LED bulb. Then they couldn't get all the parts here in the U.S., like this tiny microchip. But because of this, they cannot call this made in America. That's hurting them with consumers against the cheaper foreign knockoffs.
It's born here and has died here, just like me. I'm not going to China.
Tony Maglite started Maglite out of his garage in 1960. Today it's a multi-million-dollar business that's struggling because of cheap imports and a California law that limits his ability to label his flashlights made in America.
People who know it, they say, why don't you mark made in USA? I said, I can't do it. I got sued.
Maglite sources all materials in the U.S. and fabricates everything else except this one piece. Under California law, 95% of a product must be made here. But Maglite, among other U.S. companies, say that standard allows trial lawyers to game the system, filing lawsuits that manufacturers can't risk losing. So most avoid the Made in America label entirely.
If it's a question of cutting corners, saving money, and increasing profits, which is often really the case, then it shouldn't bear a label that's not honest and truthful.
Consumer groups support the California statute because it acts as a national standard.
If a product says made in the USA, it should be genuinely made in the USA.
Maglite agrees, provided there's some flexibility.
Right now, the people look at my product, they say, well, it's made in China like everything else.
But American workers will make more in a day than a Chinese or Mexican worker will make in a week. That's why they need the national standard, the content standard, to allow them to charge a little bit more for something like this that consumers will pay more.
Back to you, William Lajeunesse. Thank you. And we're right back in a moment.